When you're introducing your puppy to other dogs, always make sure that that other dog is a calm and confident dog. Now, Chester is a perfect example of what to be like as a grown-up. So when you're introducing your puppy, make sure that the other dog is similar energy, a calm, confident dog that has a trusted and respected relationship with that owner. First 16 weeks of your puppy's life is what's called the critical period. And during this period of development, they're going to remember pretty much everything that they have experienced. So if your puppy has a bad or a negative experience when they're socializing with other dogs or people or anything else, then they're going to remember that. Remember also that your puppy doesn't have to meet every other dog and doesn't have to be best friends with every other dog. Certainly as humans, we aren't like that either. So you don't have to allow your puppy to meet every dog that you're walking past on the street or in a park or wherever you decide to go as your puppy develops and gets older. Remember, be their advocate, be their voice. And if you can see in their body language or their behaviour that they're a little bit unsure of that dog that is approaching them, cross the road, do a U-turn, move up a driveway if you need to, because all you need is one bad experience, particularly in that critical period of your puppy's development, for them to remember that other dogs can be scary or dangerous. And what can happen then is that your dog can then become more defensive when they see other dogs. They can become more anxious and more reactive towards other dogs. And that's exactly what we don't want our dogs to feel when they are socializing. So that might mean removing your puppy from that environment. A really good way to first introduce your puppy to other dogs is where they're all on a lead, even if it's a long lead, because then you can physically manage the interactions a lot more successfully. So once again, keep those social experiences and those playtimes really, really positive. And there's a few ways that you can do that. First of all, make sure that you are not going to a public park or beach or a public space. A couple of reasons why. One, the dogs may not be fully vaccinated there and there are risks of parvo disease and other diseases. And number two, it's in an uncontrolled environment. And when you're in an environment where you cannot control the outcome or the consequences of that socialization, you're effectively setting your puppy up for failure, not success. So in the back of your mind, always ask yourself, is my puppy being set up for success or failure? Now, if there's a chance that they're going to get beaten up by another dog, they're going to have a negative experience, something bad is going to happen, don't put them in that environment. Also remember that you are your puppy or your rescue dog's advocate. You've got to be their voice because often they can't speak English. So one way to do that is to actually understand when your puppy is consenting to socialization and when they're not. So if your dog is moving away, if they're showing signs that they're unsure in their body language, their tail's between their legs, their ears back and their eyes are avoidant, so they're looking away, they're running away from the other dog. If there are signs that your dog is not consenting to that socialization, you must intervene. Remember, socialization is such a wonderful skill for your dog to learn. That sets them up for a wonderful lifetime of having best mates of the same species, and that's really, really valuable for them in terms of their social development and their health and happiness.